Right, y'all, we're back. We're back. Hopefully it works this time without the pausing and everything. So I literally had to go in and start a new live because, all right, let's try now. Welcome back, y'all. It's pausing because the weather's sort of bad down here in South Carolina, so I do not mind coming back, and we only got a few more topics to cover. So let's do these. Let me add Tony and K2. So Zoe decided to post um, a picture of Chloe Bailey. Turns out that it wasn't a tampon, it was actually a tag.
That's
And here's my thing. What if it was a tampon? Women in performance go through things like that. They perform through things like that. Through the worst case scenario, women performers do that. I remember Janet Jackson, and I think this was during her Rhythm Nation era. A puppy scratched the inside of her eye, and she still gave a performance. Beyonce's earring got caught in her ponytail, so it's always the worst case scenario that happens. Like this happens to female performers. Well, I mean, what did you expect, Zoe? But you went out here and you made a mockery of it, and you have a huge platform. You have a huge fan base, just like Nicki Minaj, and you're damn near about to be 30.
and I think when
It, it,
because I had heard about it like early like last night when you had sent me the topics and everything. I was watching it and I'm like, okay, even if he wasn't making fun of her, it still wasn't cool to even make that a so.
you went live with Ti. Zoe, and I'm just gonna say it. You are the token gay. You are the token gay black man. Whenever one of these rappers get caught up, you the first one that they go to. Let's call Zoe. Let's go to Zoe. Flame Monroe is another one as well too. The token trans woman. Literally, you took a picture with Lil Bootsy, Flame.
Don't get me started with that one right there.
I'm so sick of these token gays that let me tell y'all something. Because y'all don't speak for us in the LGBTQ community, you don't speak for us, we don't claim you like Zora. Y'all thinking that y'all can get into good graces with some of these rappers out here and some of these straight male entertainers just to get a seat at the table? Let me tell you something. They will never give you a seat at the table. How about that? They will never give you a seat at the table. As much as we tried to bend over backwards. Zoe, again, you are the token gay. You went live with T.I. And it's just like your ignorance. It shows itself in full form. Tony and Johnny are here. Let me add Tony and Johnny. We're talking about comedian Zoe. He's one of the most problematic people there is. Last year, not only that, but you posted a video of a cisgender woman portraying to be trans. And then the guy actually literally, you could have lost your life, sis. This is nothing to play around with. And Nikita Dragon, I'm going to add you to the mix as well, too, when it comes to this. Sis, that wasn't it. And I love T.S. Madison's response to this. This is not a game out here. This year alone, 33 TWOC have been murdered. This is not a game. You are playing with people's lives out here. So, Zoe, for you to go out here and repost that video like it was a joke, I'm highly offended. I have every right to be highly offended.
It's a shame.
You don't speak for us in the LGBTQ community. You are the token gay. Hey, Johnny. Welcome
Hey
home.
Johnny.
All right, so I'm going to let the guys give their perspective because that's the female perspective on the Chloe Bailey, Zoe posting Chloe Bailey. It's just like it's like y'all go out here and y'all do things to dig a hole for your careers, to go down the drain. And then you talk about cancel culture, which doesn't exist. Y'all will always have a bigger platform. Y'all will always continue to gain access to things. I mean, look at the baby. He's performing at Hot 97. So cancel culture doesn't exist. And we already know that they're not going to do anything with Chrisette Michele because she's a what? She's a black woman. They discarded her to the side easily. And who does cancel culture affect the most? It affects LGBT people, disabled, and black women. So those are the only three people that something might happen to. And you might have some cis black men every now and then, but they will always have access and privileges at the end of the day. So again, I don't want people to think that, oh, she's biased, she's attacking the black man. Oh, she goes so hard on the black man. Bullshit. Somebody needs to hold them accountable. All right, fellas, give your opinion.
Go ahead, Kenneth.
Now, I saw the topic. I was like, really, you knew what you were doing when you were making your statements. He was going for shock value. He have nothing else to do. But my thing about it is, be points is good, but you're analyzing stuff that you didn't really see. So if you didn't really see nothing, you should just zip your mouth.
Yeah, I agree. Because I didn't even see nothing. And how he came up with something like that, I don't even know. I thought it was a good performance. I was focused more on the performance than her actual anything on her clothing. So I don't even know how he picked that out. But he was looking for something, obviously.
Johnny, your thoughts?
Well,
We're talking about Zoe. Zoe is an Atlanta comedian. He's in your area, and he's in the LGBTQ community. But the things that people in the LGBTQ community, some black men in the LGBTQ community do, are leaning towards cishet normatives, and it's very, very dangerous. Am I here? Can y'all hear me? All right, can y'all see me?
Yeah, we can see.
All right, perfect. Yes, I was asking Johnny, what's your opinion on this on Zoe?
some of the guy that reposted,
Yeah, Chloe Bailey.
that was unnecessary. Like he said, he definitely was looking for something. Like it wasn't necessary. Like that's a lot of people made something that a lot of people made something that is nothing something at all. You know, it's kind of like it was better left than it was better left unsaid than said something about, or you know, left in the archives back versus you know saying resurfaced.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you pointed this out. Like I said, Zoe has a huge fan base. Zoe, you about to be 30 years old. And it's a damn shame. You ain't yet grown into your own.
Hmm.
I hate it so much. I hate it so much. And you stick your foot in your mouth every single time. You literally stick your foot. You do that to your career. You damage your career. And even with me having this platform, I have to be careful with what I say
Mm-hmm.
because you can say the wrong thing and that can mess up your career right there in an instant. And we about to hit this 300 mark, so I'm not about to mess up my career and cancel myself. So they already know what's going to happen. But let's move along to the next topic. Okay, the next topic is on George Floyd, the ex Jelly Beans involved in his K pleaded not guilty to federal charges. I'm gonna say this: the system is not for us. System has failed us miserably. Um, I kind of had a feeling that this was going to happen. You have Derek Chauvin, who is actually in prison right now as we speak, tried to overturn and throw out the case that involves him.
Mm-hmm.
Then you tried to sue what? The state? You tried to sue the state for what? for money that's owed to you. If this isn't white privilege, I don't know what else is. I need my black people, I need everybody black to wake up. Wake up here. These jelly beans are not protecting and serving us, they are protecting and serving Karen.
That's right.
And what do you see when you sit on the panel? You see a black woman and you see three black men. So we already know they see black men as a threat. Me, that I've already get labeled as the crazy, angry black woman. I have that title. People have labeled me as that.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to black men, they're even at higher risk. We already know what's going to happen if a routine traffic stop for a broken tail light that's not even broken. And you get pulled over. We already know what's going to
That's
happen.
right.
They'll say, I feared for my life. They reach for something. And we have to be careful and tell people to keep your hands at 10 and 2 because they're going to take this and they're going to spin this narrative to work in their favor. And then when the case happens, you notice how the attorneys say, oh, well, he was on narcotics. He was on this. I don't give a damn if he was on Donald Duck. That doesn't give a right for nobody to lose their life. This man took a knee on his neck for damn near 10 minutes and 46 seconds. This was not justified.
Hmm.
Unjustifiable. What was the reason? What was the reason for you to go out here and take this black man's life? What was the reason? Somebody please tell me. Because this all right, are we back now, y'all? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me?
See,
Oh.
you ain't paying bills. That's why it's acting out.
All right, am I
Oh,
back?
you
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me?
you back? Cause
All right, and
I put
K2, I
Shade
heard
on me
that.
on that one.
Hey, Felicia, I hear everything. I've got bionic ears. Um, what are y'all's thoughts on George Floyd and the ex Jelly Beans involved in this case, pleading not guilty?
well, um, I'm not surprised at this at all. Um, Unfortunately, but I'm not surprised. These people are only, out to cover themselves. You know? So it is what it is. At the end of the day, when you go to court, it's not about necessarily the truth because it's really just about what you can prove. And sometimes it's not even about that, depending on who you have sitting there. So it is what it is, unfortunately. But these people just want to cover themselves at the end of the day. As long as nobody can see the wrong that they're doing, they're all right. But the moment they get caught, is a bunch of stories and a bunch of lies. So hey, I'm not surprised at this.
Johnny, your thoughts?
Kenneth, I can hear you, but you're just spitting.
Um, when it comes to
It's buffering. All right, I think we're back. We're waiting on Johnny. Johnny said when it comes to
We're back.
y'all, give us a minute. Instagram is
One
tripping.
person come in and everybody else starts spitting.
Mm-hmm. All right. You can, and I think he's driving. Where he's driving because he's just getting off on work as well too. Uh oh. All right, what I'm going to do. Oh, Tony jumped out. Okay, let me see. IG is tripping right now. It's kicking people. What is going on here? All right, Tony's back. We're waiting on
Okay.
Johnny and K-Tooks. Um, my thoughts on this again. Um, they're not for protecting us. They're not for serving us. They are for protecting Karen. And we all know that white women and white men are able to use their tears to gear in their
That's right.
engines, their
That's
privilege.
right.
Just like the Victoria's Secret Karen. This black woman was taping her on camera right here, and you got evidence right here. The security guard came in, you got the cashier, the sales worker on the floor, and everybody said that this woman chased after this black
Hmm.
woman. So you got evidence. You got evidence on videotape, and you still don't believe it. So it just goes to show you again that this system is not for us.
No,
System is not for
no,
us.
not at all.
All right, K26 back. It's not for us. Wait, it's buffering now.
Okay.
Let me see. I think Johnny had to leave and come back in. So this is my thoughts on that. This system is going to continue. And look at what's going on the Capitol. I mean, they got these rioters up there rallying, and I'm just like, they're literally having to fence up around the White House and everything because they're wanting to do a rally. We already know what happened January